Today is day 9, and it also happens to be New Year's Day. And so I'm not going to eat anything bad. I'm not going to eat any sweets, no carbs, nothing like that. I just may have 2 meals. I may have 2 meals today. Just today is January the 1st, and I may get in here and cook some bacon and eggs for breakfast. After a while, I'm going to put a slab of St. Louis ribs and some chicken thighs on the pellet smoker, the pellet grill. I'll share that with you. I'll show you some video of that. But this is day 9, and hanging in there. My first meal of the new year: 3 fried eggs, fried in bacon grease, and 6 strips of bacon. Let's eat. I got 1 slab of ribs already on the pellet grill, and then in just a little while I'm going to add some chicken breast. Give you a quick look so we lose too much heat. That was it. The last report on day 9 is this: that meal 1 I had the eggs and the slices of bacon. For meal number 2, I cooked some chicken thighs on the pellet grill, and I cooked a slab of ribs, and I had 3 chicken thighs, and they wasn't great because I overcooked them, and I had 1 rib, and that was it. And I'm learning more and more that I can do 1 meal a day. It's early, it's breakfast time, it's time for meal number 1. Now, I will go fry 1 slice of bacon for Felicia when she gets up. She has 1 slice of bacon and 1 scrambled egg with a little bit of cheese on it. When I do that, I might fry me a slice of bacon just to get a taste, but I'm not going to have a meal. I'm learning more and more my body and being on this plan, and the appetite, and I'm hoping I'm in ketosis, that one meal a day, most days, is all I need. It's day 10. One of the things that I'm learning through the first 9 days is this: I can most days just eat 1 meal a day and then have a 24-hour fast. I don't know that that's necessary. I have loved eating bacon. I've never been much of a bacon eater because of my blood pressure issues, but it doesn't really seem to be having any impact on my blood pressure. And but it's probably 8:30 or so in the morning. I don't even know what time it is. It's about 8:30, and I'm not hungry this morning. I had the chicken, 3 chicken thighs, and a rib yesterday about 3:30, and I don't know, am I sick? Is it ketosis? Because I like to eat. This is my day 10 meal. That's a 13-ounce ribeye steak. Look at all of that beautiful fat on that ribeye steak. That's what I love the most about a ribeye. And it cooked up beautifully. That's a 13-ounce ribeye steak, 3 fried eggs, and I ate about 1/4 stick of butter. And that was my only meal for today. It was at 3:30 in the afternoon, and it was exactly 24 hours since my last meal. This is day 11. It's about 7:30 in the morning, January the 3rd, 2024. I've been up for about an hour and a half. Had my cold plunge shower this morning, 3rd time in the last 7 or 8 days that I've had a cold plunge shower, which I'm going to start making a daily routine. I'm doing 1 meal a day, and quite honestly, this morning I'm feeling a little hungry. I wasn't hungry yesterday morning, but I'm feeling just a little hungry today, so I don't know what I'm going to do. If I'm going to maybe have a little breakfast or just tough it out. and wait for my one meal this afternoon. But I will be cooking breakfast for Felicia. That's what I do. I cook her breakfast. She can cook. I just like doing it for her. And she's a late sleeper. She's still in the bed. And so in just a little while, I'm going to be cooking her breakfast. So I may wind up nibbling on some bacon or something after a while. I haven't weighed in 2 or 3 days. And just hanging with it. On this day 11, I did have my one meal, and that was at about 2:30 this afternoon, which was 23 hours from my last meal. But because of the schedule of the day and everything, I had to go ahead because I cooked my lunch. I had a 13-ounce ribeye that's heavy on the fat. I love ribeye fat, and it's heavy on the fat. And I had 2 slices of bacon. I was hungry. I'll admit, I'll just tell you the truth, I was hungry. I had 2 slices of bacon, and I had 3 fried eggs, and I put a whole stick of butter on my plate because I haven't been having moves of nature, if you know what I mean, like I would like to have. Usually 4, 5, 6 days in between. And a lot of things that I've read and watched, listened to, indicate that it may be just that I just need more fat. So I tried that, but I didn't need all that butter. If you deduct what was left on the plate and what melted into the plate that I didn't sop up or drink up or anything, I probably had 3/4, maybe a little less than that, and I didn't enjoy it. And the ribeye was plenty fatty enough. So it was a one-time deal. But anyway, I was very well satiated. I was full, satisfied after eating that ribeye. The ribeyes are ribeyes that I cut myself out of a rib roast that I picked up at Walmart on Christmas Eve because it had been marked down from its regular price to $7.49 a pound. And took it home and sliced it. And so every steak is significantly different in size. But anyway, it was a great meal for today. And so I'm moving on. I'm drinking some coffee here in my office. And day 11's, as far as food's concerned, day 11's over. So it is day 12. Today is day 12. And it's about 3 p.m. I'm hungry. It's been 25 and a half or 26 hours since I ate. I did not do that intentionally. So fired up the Blackstone. And I have 15 ounces of hamburger meat, a couple of slices of bacon, and 4 eggs. I'm hungry. I probably won't eat it all. I might. It's my only meal. All right, my eating for day 11 is over. I ate all 15 ounces of hamburger. I ate all 4 eggs, and I ate 3 slices of bacon. I was hungry. It had been 25 or 26 hours since I had last eaten. And I think if I'd had more on my plate today, I would have eaten it. But I've had enough, and I'm done with day 12. Me and Gus. It's day 13, and it's about, what time is it? Maybe 7:30, 8 in the morning. I've been so involved in reading, doing my morning reading, that I haven't really paid. 8:30. It's 8:30, almost. There's a clock in there that I can almost see, and I think it says it's almost 8:30. I've been eating one meal a day for the last week or so, and it appears that maybe I'm dropping some weight. I do weigh every day. I don't tell you what the results of that are, but I do weigh every day. And for the first time since I've been on the carnivore journey, over the last week or so, my weight has steadily every day, it just bumps down just a little bit, where before it was down, up, down, up, down, up. I know a lot of that has to do with fluid and fluid retention and getting rid of fluid and those sorts of things. So if I get on the scale, say tomorrow, and the weight's back up a pound, I'm not going to freak out. I mean, I'm going to be disappointed, but I'm not going to freak out because I know you don't gain 1 pound of fat in one day. At least I don't think you do. So anyway, I've just been eating one meal a day, and today is Friday, January the 5th, and so I've got 2 ribeyes that are ready to cook, and I've had a lot of ribeye this week because I bought a rib roast Christmas Eve and sliced it myself, but it had been reduced to like $7.49 a pound. At the same time, Publix was having rib roast for $6.99 a pound, but I couldn't get, the closest Publix to me is about an hour drive. I might could get there in 45 minutes, but about an hour drive from where I am. And so I sliced this ribeye myself, and I have one ribeye. I have 2 ribeyes, but one of these ribeyes is only 9 ounces, and that includes the bag. So I don't know how much the bag weighs. And so I think I'm going to have it for breakfast. And I think today I'm going to eat 2 meals, but I'm not going to eat any bacon today, and I probably won't eat any eggs today. I think I'm just going to go for straight meat, just beef today, on day 13. So here's meal 1 I'm eating for breakfast. I've got a 9-ounce ribeye steak and a can of sardines. And I gave Gus a can of sardines too. He's really happy. Aren't you, Gus? Are you really happy? Meal 2 on day 13, a 13-ounce ribeye steak. Day 14, today is Saturday, and it's day 14 of my current 30-day challenge, day 114 of me being a carnivore. Today is the last day of the first half of this 28, 30-day challenge. And so I weighed in this morning, and I'm happy to report that in these 14 days that the scale is showing me 5 pounds down. I'm still reluctant to say I've lost 5 pounds. This week has been the first time that my weight has not bumped back up one day. I weigh every day. I'm not supposed to. I understand that. Got to do what I got to do. And so the good news is that I've gone 6 or 7 days without a bump back up in my weight. Now, if it happens, it happens. I understand. Fluid fluctuates, water retention, things like that. But it's been good. And so this is day 14. I've already had meal number 1. Wasn't intending to eat at 11 o'clock this morning, but I had a couple of friends helping work on my truck. And when they finished, I said, let's go get something to eat. I felt like that was the least that I could do. And we're all 3 on some form of carnivore, ketovore, and so we all 3, we went to the Huddle House, and we all 3 ate what they call an 8-ounce ribeye. It was not 8 ounces. It might have been 6. I've seen enough ribeyes of all different sizes. Might have been 6, and that's all we ate. Well, no, and we all had 2 eggs. We had 2 eggs. We had a 6-ounce ribeye and 2 eggs. And so that was my first meal, but that's not going to be my only meal today because I've got to have more food than that. And so after a while, I'm going to cook myself something to eat. And by the way, today was also day 6 of cold plunge showers. and I'm a believer. Day 14. It's time for me to start preparing a meal for day 14. Actually, meal 2, but my first meal was very, very small. And so what I've got here is I've got a pint bag of beef fat that I periodically go to a butcher here in town, and I get beef fat trimmings, and they just give me big chunks of stuff that they've cut off, and then I bring it home, cut it up, and then fry it, and it's delicious to eat. And plus I get some beef tallow out of it, which I keep a lot of beef tallow. I've actually got more than I want. I also have some beef cubed steak. Now my experience in the past with beef cube steak is that you batter it and you fry it, and then you put some gravy over it. But I can't do that, and this was gifted to me, so I need to use it. I don't have cooking beef fat down to a science outside on this. On this cooker. Because this is the first time. I've never cooked the fat out here on this cooker, but Felicia and I both prefer, if the weather agrees and the weather's great today, things like beef fat and beef, things that create a lot of smoke, that we do that outside so that we don't smoke up and smell up the house. So what I'm gonna get is I'm gonna get crunchy fat, little bits of deliciousness, and more beef tallow. I took the beef fat inside, put it to where Gus couldn't get a hold of it, but I did weigh it. 1 pound of beef fat cooked down to 4 ounces of deliciousness. And the rest of it is in this pot, and it's tallow, and when it's cooled off some, I'll pour it back into my tallow container. I just gotta tell you, it's been a while since I fried any beef fat. That's delicious. I tried to leave my cube steak just a little rare. It cooked too fast. It's not great, but you gotta use what you've got. And I had this that needed to be cooked, because I'm not gonna batter it and fry it and cover it with gravy. Okay, that's 14 days. And as of 14 days, I'm technically and officially down 5 pounds. I'm not celebrating yet. If I'm down 5 more pounds at the end of the days 15 through 30, if I'm 5 pounds down, then I'll celebrate. See you next time.